Welcome back to the State Champs Scoreboard, presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Join in on the high school football talk. Call us at 248-539-9797 and watch the live stream on the State Champs Network Facebook page. Once again, here are your hosts, Lauren Plant, Tom Markowski, and Ryan Terpstra.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the State Champs Scoreboard. Time now for our Twitter poll question of the night, and we got a good one today. So we run the Mr. Football contest, correct? The Hungry Howie's Mr. Football contest. Well, which receiver who was a part of this year's 2016 Mr. Football Award contest has had the best season this year? Is it Donovan Peoples-Jones? Is it Ambry Thomas? Or is it Cody White? So, talking receivers, right? So, which
one of them caught a game-winning two-point conversion tonight, so it might be an early leader in the clubhouse, at least at this stage of the game. But all three of them have had fantastic years. That's a pretty tough question.
It is. Do you recognize that game show theme song right there?
No, I don't.
Okay. Tic-tac-doe. Do you remember that?
Oh, I do know the show.
Well, there you go. All right.
This guy came here to talk football,
Those dulcet tones you're hearing is that of Jeff Burnside, the head coach for Novi football, and he's in studio. We've been able to have a coach in each week, and thank you so much for being here. I know you were at Castech Saline.
Yeah.
And Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, well, first off, give us, a coach's perspective of what you took in tonight as Castech was able to hang on and beat Saline.
It was a great ball game. If you a fan of defense, probably not your your number one go-to tonight. But as far as offenses, man, great. I mean, great athletes all over the place. Castech has tremendous athletes in every position, and then I thought Saline just, those kids are tough. They played real tough, and every time, looked like Cass might have been pulling away, man, Saline would just come right back.
They both run the spread, right?
Yeah, a little different.
Philosophy.
Yeah, a little bit different philosophies, but yeah, they're definitely wide open.
Well, talk about your Wildcats this season and what you guys have been building over there in Novi. You guys, have made the playoffs again. You were able to get to last week, right?
Yeah.
And, in Detroit, Catholic Central was able to get by you. But just talk about kind of what you're building there and the philosophy and mindset you're trying to get into your football team.
Well, we're trying to just get these guys kind of going. We kind of had a downslide there for a couple of years, and just trying to get them used to winning again. And it's still it's always a challenge with 16, 17, 18-year-olds to get them to do that. But we're starting to get it. The off-season program is really what we needed to really get into, and the kids have really responded the last couple seasons. Our off seasons are not easy. Mm-hmm. We really put them through the ringer to get them prepared, and they've been responding, which is why we've started to see a little more success on the field.
What are some of the things that you do see in the off season? Is it an enthusiasm? Is it the numbers? Is it the leadership that some of the kids are showing?
Yeah, the off season, our weight training is just through the roof. And the first couple times, I remember when I brought a new weight strength person in, a different style of what we were going to do, what we were used to, and I remember we started with maybe 20 kids, and as things started to kind of progress, next thing you know, we've got 40 kids a couple weeks later, and next thing you know, we got 60 kids. Next thing you know, we're building a brand new weight room in the back of the building. So we really exploded, and it's tough. We have what we refer to as no rest Fridays, and we'll come out of there working legs, and the kids are crawling out of there. But it's probably our kids' favorite day. And, it's probably the reason, knock on wood here, that the last 3 years we have not had any season-ending injuries. And I think we've only had, maybe one concussion during that entire time. So we really train to, take care of those injuries and prevent those injuries.
Do you notice it on the field? Obviously the increased numbers out in that weight room. Can you see it right away?
Yeah,
in the
field?
Strength.
You can definitely see the strength. We get stronger as the year goes on. I think that's probably why the last couple of years we've started out slow, Because I've always kind of said, if you're going to beat us, you better beat us in late August, early September, because we're going to get stronger. We live to get stronger during the season. We are always stronger at the end of the year than we are at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, but you can't lose your first 3 games all the time there.
Well, I like to teach us, about adversity. How do we deal with adversity? There's going to be a lot tougher things in life than losing a couple football games.
He just wants to start the playoffs right away, Tom.
Right.
Fourth week.
Get those 3 losses out of the way and then start playing those elimination games.
Well, that's unfortunately it's kind of what we've looked at the last couple of years is, hey, look, the playoffs had to start for us about week 7, week 8 the last couple of years, and luckily the kids have responded. They like pressure too.
Yeah,
so.
but that is a good sign, to play stronger as the season goes on. You want your kids to finish strong.
Well, that's isn't that what everybody's goal is?
Right.
Everybody's goal is to be one of the last 8 remaining, and you got to play your best football late October into November.
Well, one of the stories that blew up all over the world, of course, was what took place on your football team this year, and that was, and everybody knows the story, Robbie Heil, who was the water boy. He has Down syndrome.
Hydration engineer.
Hydration, all right, exactly, yeah. Who, and again, always there for the team, your biggest cheerleader, had the dream of scoring a touchdown. Right. Here his mother is battling cancer, and you guys get together with South Lyon East and make this happen. When you think about it now and how you guys were able to do that and the impact that it's had, it's really affected a lot of people in a great way. Man, what great intended consequences.
Yeah, I don't know if, like I said, it was nothing that I never saw any of this coming. It was just one of those things with our football family that we wanted to do for Robbie and his family. And, Robbie's been with us for 4 years. Right. And it was just one of those things where, to me, it seemed like such a small gesture. And Coach Pacey and the South Lyon East kids, man, outstanding, and called them up. And Joe was like, hey, yeah, we're willing to do this in a heartbeat. And the emotion that, came from that night was just something I will never forget. I'm not sure if anybody in that stadium will ever forget. I certainly know our players will never forget. And it's been amazing to me. I've gotten emails, I've gotten phone calls from all over the country. I've gotten emails and phone calls from people from Canada, and it's amazing to me how far-reaching this has been.
Yeah, we're showing it on our Facebook Live feed right now. Robbie running in for the score, and it was it really was something special. And then the afterwards, and the community reaching out, and it really was kind of I think a rallying cry for your team, because you guys had lost a couple in a row at that point. When you play South Lyon East, and then boom, you guys go ahead and you win 3 in a row and get yourself in position to have a strong run. You had a couple losses, Salem and Northville, and then you guys win your last game, get into the playoffs, and beating Brighton. That had to be a nice feat for you guys, considering Brighton had a good year this year. I mean,
yeah, they were champions of the West.
Yeah. We had, those couple of games there, Salem and Northville, and not, they beat us. I mean, don't get me wrong, but we had a little injury bug. Our real good tailback, Nathan Hankerson, kind of went down for a couple weeks.
Right.
Luckily, we got him back during that Brighton game, and and he had a huge night against, for that night. But it also started probably the previous week against Livonia Franklin. Man, Franklin, what a tough team they were, and they were, physical football team, and our kids responded. Played tough through that night, and then got us in position to, play that Brighton game.
So what was your initial reaction when Detroit Catholic Central moved in just a stone's throw from the high school all those years ago? I guess it was 04, 05. I'm sure you weren't even there at the time.
Were you an assistant?
Yeah,
okay.
I was an assistant coach on the team that I think we played them down at Redford in maybe 02.
Okay. Yeah, right. And so now, back-to-back years in the playoffs, you guys compete with them. I mean, you lose 49-35 last year. This year, 35-21. You're in these games.
Just
You're
2 plays away.
It's a neighborhood war. What a little rivalry you got going now. We see it in hockey, but now we're seeing it in football.
Well, it comes down to, we've got, 3 zip codes that I'm drawing from, and they're drawn from how many in the 70s, something like that. And
a few more than you.
Yes. Just a few.
Yeah.
And, it's a great game. They're a great football team, and a great football program, a lot of tradition. And it's definitely not a team I'm ever going to be afraid to, want to go play. So, this year I thought we were even closer than we were a year ago. I know.
Why is that?
This year, well, last year we couldn't stop them on defense at all. We didn't have. I probably should have onside kicked earlier than what I was doing just because we weren't stopping them. So what's the sense of them going 70 yards as opposed to 50? They're going to go
get the ball back.
Yeah, at least I'll get a chance to get the ball back. This year we actually got them into stops. We had we had some opportunities. We had our opportunities. I thought we had a bobbled pass on a third and long that still to this on the review is definitely not a completed pass, and they end up scoring on that drive, and then unfortunately make a mistake and rough the punter right at the end of the first half. A game could have very well been just 7-0 going to half. But, one of the things we're trying to teach our kids is, look, when you play a good football team like that, you can't make mistakes. No. Because they will not make mistakes.
Coach, you've seen a lot of teams play. You were at Saline Cass Tech tonight. Division I, we have 3 of the 4. Romeo, Cass Tech, Ike, Catholic Central, Granville. One of those teams will join the fray. Anyone that you see is the team from your eyes to possibly have the inside track to gain Ford Field and winning it all in Division I?
Man, I have not seen a lot of Romeo. I have not seen a lot of guys out in Macomb there. So, seeing Cass today, they look pretty good.
How would they match up with CC, for instance?
Just how are you going to stop the run? CC's going to line up and they're going to smash mouth you. And if they can line up and stop the run, I thought Cass tonight, struggled a little bit with the run game a little bit tonight with Saline. So,
well, Saline spreads it to run.
But they spread it a little bit more, correct. But if you can stop the run, if you can get Catholic Central to throw the ball a little bit more, then you're in good shape.
Get them in a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7.
3rd and 8, and then get them off the field.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow because it's going to be run versus run. Granville, Detroit Catholic Central. That game will be over in about 90 minutes.
Won't take that long.
Exactly. And so we'll see if Granville can stop the run. And anyway, we'll see what Detroit CC can do out. But again, congratulations on this season. Thank you for coming in tonight.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it, and good luck in this journey for the Wildcats and I think we're going to see you guys there real soon.
Let's hope so.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. Coach Jeff Burnside here inside in the scoreboard. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we are going to talk. We're going to give you some more scores. We're going to go D5 through 8. We'll also give you tonight's trivia question where you can win a free one-topping large Hungry Howie's pizza. And just a little bit later, we'll be talking with Scout.com's Alan True. So don't go anywhere. This is the scoreboard on 97.1 The Ticket.